ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. Before we get started, yes, I do realise I'm wearing the world's best shirt. Saskatchewan, hard to spell, easy to draw, for the Canadian people out there. So this video is going to be one of my traditional rant videos. If you're new to the channel and you don't know what this is about, I essentially yell and swear at the camera for about 10 minutes. There's a huge backlog of these videos I used to do, and I stopped doing it for a while, so now I'm back in this form because something has pissed me off beyond belief. Well, actually, this has probably been pissing me off since the day that I was born. And by the name of the title, you can probably guess it's parents. Now, I hate parents, I hate children, I pretty much I hate everything. That's my rule of life. Assume everything is shit unless it is proved not to be shit. I know that's kind of a bad, emothic outlook at things, but fuck it, I don't care. So what has pissed me off is parents. Parents these days, I'm going to sound like an old person in this video, even despite the fact I'm only 18, but still I don't care. I've always been called old man young because I like old things, and apparently I dress like an old man on the odd occasion. So fuck it, I'm going to act like one. What has pissed me off is parents these days. Parents these days are just shit. Are just horrible. I mean, this is the mentality of most parents, or the parents that are on the media that you hear about. Oh, my child walked across the expressway and got mowed down by a truck. Somehow that's not my fault. That is the mentality of parents these days. And that includes with gaming, because fucking all these kids on the goddamn consoles is the most annoying fucking thing on the planet. I don't care that kids play the game, alright? If you're a parent and you can gauge like my parents did and say my child is mentally fit enough to realise that this is a game and this isn't real life, and we'll get into that in a little bit later, then fine, he can play it. I don't care. If you think that your child is like that, fine. But I've always said the rule that any kid under the age of 16 should not have a fucking microphone. It's like the same reason you don't put a learner driver on the expressway and the freeway like that, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, they don't know how to do it. You know, so don't put a fucking child on a goddamn microphone because the shit will go down. And then I've had instances where the child has put their parent on the microphone when we're having this big bitch at them. Oh, don't talk shit about my son. Fuck you, you idiot. You have put your child, let me do this here. Call of Duty 4, right? In this country, MA 15+. I believe in the United States it's 17+. Or 15, one of them. In this country, this is the highest rating you can go for a video game, 15+. Pay attention to the fucking warning. So then, we don't have to have this media circus, oh, games are bad for children. Games aren't bad for children. Shitty parents are bad for children. It says MA 15+ on the fucking thing. If your child's 12, ding, 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 perhaps you should think twice before throwing down a credit card to buy this, which is supposed to have strong violence. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And what do you expect when people over the age of 15 are playing this game? Now, when I was young, when I was 12 and that, I was playing games that were rated this as well. But the thing was that back then, fuck, when I first got my Nintendo 64, I didn't even have internet. I couldn't even play online, even if it was. And back in my day, you had to walk to school 20 miles uphill both ways, no shoes. But you know what I mean? Fuck. 15+, pay attention to the fucking thing, you idiot. And then you wonder. And then the worst part is, this is the worst part, and this is the part that irritates me. Video games are bad for children. Then fucking don't let your child play the damn thing. If it says 15+, or in the States 18+ for some games, get it together, you idiot. Don't let your child play it, and then the rest of us have to suffer because our government thinks video games are like Satan, and they will condemn you to hell if you play them, and it's ridiculous. And another thing that I can't stand, video games create violence in kids. Alright, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on this. It's complete bullshit that video games can say, oh, let's go and do this. Can video games trigger someone? Of course they can. Of course they can, but that's the same with movies, television, radio, music, smells, looking at people, like, you know those people you see and you just instantly want to punch them to death? Everything can trigger someone. It's not just video games. And have you noticed, and this is no personal swipe against Americans or the United States, But let's have a look at where all these supposed video game related massacres happen. I think there has been a few in Europe. A few, if any. I think there was one a few years ago. But all these other ones that have supposedly happened, that are based on video games, let's have a look at the situation here. Video games are popular in Japan, Australia, Europe, China, fuck, everywhere video games are popular. How many of these incidents do we see outside the United States? Exactly. How many can you... when you think of an incident, a school shooting that has happened, what do you first think of? You think of Virginia Tech, Columbine Massacre, you think of all that are supposedly based on video games. How about we have a look at how available guns are in the United States? As an Australian, and I have played violent games since I was like 8. 10 years, if not longer, I've played games relating with guns and weaponry, and if you put a gun in my hand right now, I wouldn't know what to do. I would have a basic principle of going like that. Where have I got my prop with me? No. Loading the gun and doing that thing, whatever that is, but I wouldn't be able to shoot worth a shit. The recoil would probably kill me. So there's videos on YouTube of kids shooting guns at like 3 and 4 years old. Why are video games to blame? Stop hiding behind the fucking Second Amendment or whatever it is and realise that perhaps giving guns so readily available and fucking letting your children shoot guns when they're 4 and 5 years old, that might have something to do with it. And not only that, if you're a fucking shit parent and your child loves to play with guns, maybe giving them a video game isn't such a bad idea. Is it? Because then they don't have to go and fucking shoot guns. It's, oh man. Americans and guns is just beyond me. Somebody said, and this is not me being racist, someone legitimately said that we only have guns because black people have guns. I'm just throwing it out there. Someone said that to me. I thought it was pretty funny. But nonetheless, don't fucking... So let's replay. Perhaps we can blame guns because guns are the things that they're using to kill people, and just because guns are featured, the guns are featured in movies to a lot more detail than they are in video games. Oh, it's the level of interactivity. Get fucked. Get fucked. Just fuck off. Go away. You're annoying. You're a piece of shit. So, at the end of the day, what can we take away from this? We can take away that you're probably, if there's any parents watching this, pay attention. I know there's probably not, but pay attention. Why would you give your child a gun? It's crazy. It makes no sense to me. Oh man. And that's all it comes down to in reality. There's millions of people at any given time playing Call of Duty and they're not going around butchering everyone. There's hardly been anyone that's played video games. I mean, this is all it comes down to. What came first, violence or video games? That completely destroys any argument anyone can say. Completely destroys it. And it's the most annoying thing on the planet in terms of video game related grievances is children and fucking violence. It is so ridiculous. It is stupid, and what it comes down to is parenting. Be a good parent and don't fuck around, for Christ's sake. Know your child, know what they're capable of doing, and don't give them a fucking gun and put it on the internet at 3 and 4 years old. Christ, fuck, that's too far. That's too far. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Next time, the Saboteur, I prefer to call it, and there was something else. Yeah, why Gears of War 3 so stale? So until next time, I'm out. Au revoir.